Hello enemies and book lovers, my name is Ash and welcome back to my channel. I am here to do a reading vlog for The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I'm happy now, but I don't think at the end of this vlog I'm going to be very happy. I don't think so. But for right now, I am really excited to be getting to this book. I've been wanting to for such a long time and I'm finally going to be getting to it. I cannot wait. So this was gifted to me by Jessica or Homestyle Hearth, and I will always appreciate her for that, so thank you so much. But I'm going to be reading this and I'm going to be talking about it and I'm going to be updating you, and I am terrified. I'll be honest with you, I'm terrified. So I'm probably going to be updating you tonight because I'm going to be reading it at nighttime. I usually like to read my books at night. Also because my boyfriend's awake and I don't really want to like update on camera when he's awake. I don't know why, I'm just ashamed and embarrassed by that for some reason. I shouldn't, but I am. I'm in my bedroom right now, which is why I have a different bookcase behind me. So I'm gonna be updating you. I don't know how far I'm gonna get into it. It's actually not a long book at all. Let me see how many pages is in it. There's around 400 pages in this book, so it's not gonna take me too long. I would assume maybe within like 5 or 6 days I'll be able to finish it. So in a few hours from now, I will be updating you when I read this, and I am excited and nervous, and we're gonna see how I feel about this book and if it makes me cry. And if it does make me cry, we're gonna see it for ourselves, okay? All right, so I'll update you when I read this book and I start it, and I'm so excited about it. I'm so nervous about it. All right, let's go. Let's see how I feel about it. So I'm only 22 pages in, and I shouldn't be updating right now because I just got into it. I'm only 22 pages in, but we just met Achilles, and oh my god, the scene with Achilles being introduced is amazing. I mean, we are introduced to him when he was like younger, but the way that he's introduced, like lounging in his chair and like just the imagery, immaculate imagery. I just loved it. So literally that's all I came on here to say, is that we just met Achilles, and that's all I have to say. The way that this is written, the scene where Achilles introduced, is just like so well done. So yeah, the imagery is amazing. Achilles is immaculate. This is gonna come back to bite me in the butt, but I'm here for it, I guess, for now. We'll see what happens next. Hello everyone. It's been actually almost a month since I updated you last. So I got in a slump. February is a huge reading slump for me and a lot of other people, I think. So I didn't read anything almost. Well, I read a few books in February, but not that many. The end of the month happened, obviously, and at the end of February, I also got sick. So I'm currently sick. My nose has been really runny. I got a sore throat a few days ago. It's not too bad though. You might have thought it's been a month since I read this, so I should have some decent updates. I didn't touch this book at all for about a month. I only just got back to it last night. So since the last update I gave you, I actually haven't touched this at all until last night, and that's a little bit unfortunate, but we're leaving off right where we went off last time, so I am excited about it. I'm currently on page 102. Patroclus and Achilles have kind of like gotten to friendship kind of thing. He's like sat on his table with him to eat. He invited to stay in his room with him, and they had like really cute little moments together. And then one night when they were sleeping in the room together, Patroclus decided to try and kiss Achilles, and Achilles kind of panicked a little bit. He got up, he like left, and Patroclus thought it was like something wrong, like he didn't want to be with him, he didn't want to kiss him. And then like the next day he said that my mother, his not very nice mother, Achilles' mother, gosh, she is not very nice, is she? She's like, I want you to become a god, you're gonna start your like transition toward it now, and he's going to be sent with Chiron and go off and learn how to do that. So the day happens and Patroclus does not say goodbye, and Achilles leaves, and it's like this sad moment. But then Patroclus decides that he regrets not saying goodbye and runs after him like a few hours later and thinks that like he'll never see him again because it's impossible for him to actually catch up to him. But he does catch up to him and meets Chiron, and now Achilles and Chiron and Patroclus are in like the mountains together. Not the mountains, they're in a cave made of like rose quartz cave, and kind of learning underneath Chiron's teachings, I guess. I am now at the moment where like a few years have passed. I think like 2 years have passed since they've been to this cave and learning together. Oh my gosh, I realize you're next to my laptop, and my laptop is making fan sounds. I'm so sorry about it. I am currently watching Cassidy's sprints. I am currently sprinting on Covers with Cassidy's channel. They're currently in the cave, and the last thing that happened, like I was reading it last night and I stopped right when Achilles said to Patroclus, oh my god, I can't say his name properly. I had to like Google how to say his name like so many times because it's just so hard for me to remember. Patroclus, okay? I used to call him Patroclus, which is, now that I think about it, a horrible pronunciation. So yeah, he told Achilles told Patroclus that his mother cannot see anything that they're doing now, and when he found out that, they started to do things. And honestly, I already started getting emotional because I already know what's gonna happen. And I found out the moment they kind of like found out that they weren't being watched, and they finally got to like explore each other and like be together for the first time, I found that kind of to be beautiful. I mean, they're like young, so it's a bit, you know, odd, but I did not read it in that way. It was more just like they finally got to have this moment together. Yeah, in a way, I found it to be kind of beautiful that they had finally got to share this moment together, and they've been like, for years and years, they had these feelings with one another, and they couldn't really explore that because of the mother. And now that she can't see them, they got to finally like share these feelings toward one another, and I love it so much. It's so sweet, but like reading it also made me emotional, and I was like tearing up last night because I know how this ends. I don't know exactly how it ends, I just know it's like a tragic ending. And yeah, I was reading this and getting emotional because I just want them to be happy, and I know it's not going to happen, but I'm just, it's like bittersweet reading this right now. It's just hard to do. I'm gonna update you again at the halfway mark. I'm currently almost halfway there. Like I'm a little bit more. I'm probably gonna be reading another like 60-70 pages before I update you again. Maybe I will do that tonight because this reads really quickly. Once you get into it, it reads really quickly. It's a little bit slow at the start, but it's really simple to get through. I'm tabbing like a lot of cute moments. Like I'm only just starting, and there's so many good moments. Blue is quotes and pink is like cute moments I like between them. But yeah, I will update you halfway through unless something big happens and like something I need to tell you about happens. I will only update you then. Let's hope for the best, okay? Let's just see what happens. What am I talking about? Hope for the best. We already know it's not gonna be a good time. My brain just wants it to be a good time, but it's not. So yeah, I will update you when I get halfway or when something happens. Redo this part. Well, hi, it's been like a few days actually. I am about halfway through. Okay, so only a few things happened actually so far. After the cave incident, like, you know, they're being all cute in the cave, and then Thetis took Achilles away onto an island. Patroclus didn't know where he went back to Phthia. I can't say that. There's so many hard names in this book. I apologize. Goes back to Phthia, asks someone where Achilles is, finds out he's on this island, goes to the island, and finds Achilles. So we meet Didamia, who is, unfortunately, we find out, married now to Achilles. Not only married to Achilles, but also expecting his child. Yikes, so she's pregnant. A lot happened within just a short amount of time. So his wife doesn't want him to leave, and she ends up like having a conversation with Patroclus, and they're like in this room together alone, and she like slaps him, and then she says like, don't leave, like don't make him leave. And then she starts to cry, and Patroclus comforts her. And then the strangest chapter of my life happened, where she gets comforted by Patroclus and then ends up sleeping with him. Which, the entire time I was reading that chapter, I was so confused. Like, maybe there's like a meaning behind this chapter. Maybe like there was a reason as to why she did this, but like, why did she do it? Maybe you can all help me with that. Like, what is this? I don't know. Like, Greek mythology, everyone sleeps together, so maybe that's why. But I was like kind of confused because, I mean, I guess it's not cheating. Like, she even said that he's not attractive or anything. So why are they sleeping together? My brain didn't compute why that was going on. But whatever. Point is, now they're kind of like leaving. Patroclus and Achilles are on this boat, I believe, together, or they're seeing a ship from the distance. It comes toward them. Patroclus goes to see who it is, and Odysseus shows up and kind of recognizes him, but is like, Patroclus is like, no, you don't know who I am. And Odysseus kind of just says, all right, I guess not. I just left off there. So not a lot has happened. Well, technically a lot has happened, but also not a lot has happened at the same time. So yeah, I will update you soon when I can, or if anything interesting happens, but I'll try to update as I go because I am nearing the middle to end of the book kind of, so I wanted to like kind of let you know what's going on and how I feel about it. And so far that one scene was weird, but hey, Patroclus and Achilles are back together, so I'm happy for now until bad things happen. So let's hope nothing bad happens anytime soon. We'll see about that. Update you then. Okay, I'm facing my lights so that way it's a little bit nicer. The lighting's a little nicer, and you can see my bookshelf in the background. Maybe. Depends. So I read a little bit more. I'm on page 214. I am a little over halfway now, as you can tell. This is what I have left. Okay, so two characters show up and come to find Achilles and say, do you want to fight in the Battle of Troy? And Achilles originally says no, he doesn't want to fight. But then they tell him of a prophecy that if he does not end up fighting in the War of Troy, or the whatever it's called, he will not get any renown, he will not get people will not know his name, but if he does go, he will be really renowned and people will know him and he will be like this huge figure. And this is something that he's always kind of wanted. I mean, it's kind of known in Greek mythology that people want to be known and talked about, but the problem is that he will end up dying. It's in a prophecy that if he goes to the Battle of Troy, he will die, and if he doesn't, no one will know about him. He will have no like stories told of him, but he will survive. And of course, knowing Greek mythology, Achilles says that he will go into the Battle of Troy and risk his life and die in the hand of, you know, the story being told of himself. For us, this might sound dumb, but like obviously in accordance to the mythology aspect of it, it makes sense why that was chosen. Now they're at the shores of Troy, and Achilles is like using his spears to throw at the other soldiers and easily just knocking them down. He doesn't seem to care right now. That's where I left off, and it's not the best time to leave off. I mean, yeah, but it's fine. I'm on chapter 20, page 214. So the next chapter is they gained the beach and pulled the first ships onto the sand. Terrified, because obviously we know now, I mean, I kind of already knew, but we know now collectively that Achilles is not going to survive this, and we know that if he kills Hector, he will soon follow. So as long as Hector lives, Achilles will survive for the time being at least, so they can kind of prolong it a little bit. But yeah, I'm probably updating you, like I said, twice more, so one more time before the ending of the book, and then I will probably record myself reading the end of the book. I don't think I'm going to be reading anymore tonight. I'll probably be continuing tomorrow, and I should be able to finish this in the next day or two, so I will tell you and show you when I do. The closer I get to the end, the more worried I get. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go to bed right now. It's late at night, so I will update you again soon. All right, I'm officially on page 252, and I have a theory, okay? There's something that's happening that I kind of want to talk about. So first of all, I haven't really said what I feel about this book yet so far, so I'm gonna tell you how I feel about this book because I haven't really talked about that yet. And then I also want to say a theory that I have. Okay, the theory. Achilles keeps mentioning that he has no reason to kill Hector, and this recently has been constantly mentioned. They're finally fighting the Trojans, so the Trojan War has started. I think it's been over a year now while I am reading this. So the war has started, and Achilles keeps saying that there's no reason for me to kill Hector, so he can pretty much delay his own death. So that keeps being mentioned, and I have a really bad suspicion that the reason why he's going to eventually kill Hector is because Hector is going to kill Patroclus, and so Achilles is going to kill him in kind of like revenge, I guess, or like retribution for killing Patroclus. I think that's why he will feel satisfaction from killing Hector, because first of all, the war will be probably pretty much over at that point. Now, not only will the war be over, but also he kind of gets like that satisfaction of killing the person that killed the person that he loves. So that's just like a theory I have in my brain. That's one thing. I think, okay, it's taking me a while to get interested in the writing style. The writing style is not usually something I would read. It's kind of hard for me to get into because of that, but I'm liking it. I don't think it's like 5-star worthy yet. I mean, maybe the ending will just blow me away. It's more like a 4 stars right now for me. It's like good, but it's really hard for me to get into the writing. It's very simplistic. It kind of reads like a textbook, but like in a better way. It's like an interesting version of Greek mythology, and it very much reads like that. So it's kind of cool. I mean, it makes sense for the subject matter, but it is a little bit hard for me to get into in regards to the writing style. Like I said, I'm enjoying it. I don't think I'm enjoying it as much as other people. I don't know if the reason why people like this book is because of the end, or if they just like the entire thing through and through. A lot of things I like about it. I also met, what's her name? Oh my gosh, what's her name? Briseis. I really like her. She's so sweet. The fact that Patroclus told Achilles to like say that he's going to take the women, but they're actually just like taking care of them, and I find that endearing. And Briseis, or however you pronounce her name, I really like her a lot. So I'm gonna look up how to pronounce that name, and then I'll come back to you when I continue it. So yeah, I am a little under 100 pages from the end, but I'm almost near the end. I'm putting this off, I think, for so long because I'm just dreading it, but I'm gonna get to it. I think I'm gonna be finishing it, if not tonight, then tomorrow, and I am just dreading it. So anyway, yeah, I'll update you again soon. Hello everyone. I'm gonna be speaking a little bit quietly because my boyfriend is sick. He has stomach flu, which is like the worst thing ever. I hate the stomach flu. I might be next. So because of that, I'm going to be filming this video now. I have the entire day to myself essentially because I'm just watching him. So I only have 70 pages left of this. And what happened last was, not that much actually happened last. So Agamemnon wanted to take Briseis as like his consort, or you know, whatever. He's gross. He wanted to take her from Achilles, but Achilles said no. Also before this happened, Agamemnon took a young girl, a priest's daughter, as his own, like, you know. So the priest himself came to give them like riches and gold and stuff to take back for his daughter, but Agamemnon said no, that he's not going to give her back regardless. And so they were cursed, and a bunch of the soldiers ended up getting the plague and not surviving. And Achilles talked to him about it and did like a whole speech about it and was like, you're going to bring him back, you're going to bring her back to her father so that this stops. But then everyone kind of, there was like a thing between them, and then now Agamemnon says that he's going to take her from him, and Patroclus obviously does not agree with this. Achilles doesn't want to, but he's like, we gotta do what we gotta do. Ends up knowing that if he actually does, you know, force himself on her, that he will be able to kill Agamemnon due to the fact that he took that from him, or took her from him. So I feel like Achilles, I'm kind of like indifferent about him. I know that he wants to be a hero, and I understand this is very like Greek, like I feel like this is very, it makes sense for Greek mythology, but like it's so hard to like him right now. Achilles is so difficult to like, but Patroclus is amazing. I love him so much. He's like the sweetest character ever. He just wants to be there for everyone and like help them, and he's like a little medic, and it's so cute. So I only have 70 pages left. I think around the 350 mark is when things go down. So I'm not gonna really update you until I'll probably show you I'll show you my reaction toward, you know, the middle of the end, and then I will tell you how I feel about it overall. And yeah, I'll film myself. I don't know if I'll cry. I don't know if I will. I thought I would, but I'm not sure. It can go either way. Anyway, yeah, you will see me up next in a little bit of footage of me reading the end. So exciting. Let's go and do that. I'm so scared. Achilles is so stubborn. Patroclus, don't. No. Oh, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna end badly. Oh god. Patroclus is going to wear Achilles' armor and go into battle to try and trick them. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Be careful, he says. I will. Oh, you won't. Page 327. I'm on page 327. They're saying goodbye. He's just killing people. He just killed Sarpedon. Page 331. I'm scared. Huh? Apollo. It is now nighttime, and I have to update you as to what happened. I haven't read anything since the video clip of me, but oh my god, what bad timing. So I was on the part where Apollo lifts Patroclus up on a ledge and then like drops him, and Patroclus falls, and that's exactly where he left off. Oh my gosh. The audacity of the mailman for buzzing, getting buzzed into our apartment. And then my boyfriend got up and was getting sick. And so I obviously stopped reading, and he was playing a bit of games. He was able to like stay up a little bit. So I stopped reading for a while. And now it's 11 p.m. and I'm finally going to be back into reading. And like the fact that I had to stop then was actual like the worst luck in the world. So I'm here, I'm back, and my boyfriend's sleeping again because he's still sick, obviously, and I'm hoping I don't get sick. And if I am gonna get sick, I'd rather just finish this now so that way I can just, you know, get this over with. I left off at the worst possible timing in the world, and I'm going to continue reading now. So let's do this. The lighting is a lot worse. I'm sorry, I have a bit of shadow on my face, but I don't want to be like waiting another whole day for this because I might be sick. So I'm just gonna do it tonight, and I'm nervous, but let's go and finish the book. I think I have like 30 pages left, so we still have a little bit to go, but I already know what's about to happen, I think, or at least an idea. So let's just see what happens. I'm scared. I freaking knew it was Hector that was gonna kill him. Oh god. Chapter 31, page 336. Oh god. Okay. I don't want to see what Achilles, I don't want to see Achilles finding him. Oh my god. Okay. Ugh, Achilles' mother is horrible. I'm not crying yet. I'm not crying yet. But I feel it. I'm mad at everything. Oh my god. God. That was rough. Briseis talking to Achilles. Oh my gosh. Hector put on Achilles' armor. The audacity. Oh my god. He shakes the body beside him. When I do not answer, he weeps again. God, that hurts. Page 346. His mom is horrible. I'm on chapter 32. Oh boy. They finally burned his body. Whew, yikes. Page 350. When I am dead, I charge you to mingle our ashes and bury us together. This hurts. This does hurt. Holy. Okay. Okay. Achilles smiles as his face strikes the earth. I'm on page 354 right now. Neoptolemus. Pyrrhus. Achilles' son. Holy. Oh god, Briseis. No. She's gonna die. No, not Briseis too. Why is everyone dying? Come on. Achilles' son is an a-hole. I like that quote. What is admired in one generation is abhorred in another. Amen to that. Jeez. I just hope they get buried together. I just hope that they get to meet again in the afterlife. Alright, well, Pyrrhus is dead now. I can't say I'm mad about it. The angle is horrible, but I'm gonna talk to you anyway. I didn't bawl my eyes out. My eyes teared up, but I feel kind of like numb. Is that normal? Is that normal to just feel numb inside? Change in character with Achilles' mother and her being the one that writes his name on, like, you know, oh my god. And then them finally being together in the afterlife. The ambulances are dictating my inner feelings right now. I kind of do need tissue, but not for my eyes, for just my nose. Like, I just need to blow my nose. So blue tabs are quotes I really like, and then the gray tabs are like sad moments. I have like 3 tabs at the end of the book for sad moments, because obviously that's when all the sad stuff happens. I think I would have went into this more emotional if I had not known that people would die. Like, I'm sorry about the ambulances, I have to talk. They've been going off for like 5 minutes straight. If I had not known that there were going to be deaths in this book of the main characters, I probably wouldn't have cried, or I would have probably cried, but I already knew, so I didn't really. And I think that the descriptors in this book aren't that detailed. Like, if there was more description on like how Patroclus, like how Achilles found him and stuff, if that was more prolonged and detailed, it would have broken me even more. Like, it made me emotional. I need to blow my nose like so badly right now. Usually with books I know I'm gonna cry in, or I would have if I didn't know anything about it. I usually don't, which is really unfortunate, but a lot of the books that I plan on getting into, that I'm aware of, have things like this. Yeah, it doesn't make me upset. I am just stunned. I am stunned. I think I'm gonna give this a 4 stars. It was not a 5-star read for me. Like I said, if I had read this prior to like the hype and prior to knowing it's like a tragic story, I think I would have been different. I actually had this on my TBR prior to it being like huge on TikTok, so I should have like read it beforehand, but I didn't. I still did enjoy it. I still give it a 4 stars. I think 4 is the exact rating for me for this, and it's like a beautiful and tragic, and it's not a perfect romance, or it doesn't have like, their relationship wasn't perfect, and Achilles has a lot of faults, and he does a lot of things that he makes mistakes. And I think that the decision to let him go out into the war, and him being stubborn and not, you know, allowing, oh my god, I keep forgetting his name, the guy that starts with an A, Agamemnon. If he had just like listened and just wasn't being stubborn at the end of the book, Patroclus probably would have survived. This is a series of unfortunate events, and it's sad, it's tragic. I would do say this is a really good book. I don't think I liked it as much as other people did, simply because I already knew kind of what to expect. Yeah, I did enjoy it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope I didn't disappoint anyone with my reactions. I can't wait to edit this and see myself. I didn't bawl my eyes out, but I did tear up. Just very impactful, very impactful. So I will remember Patroclus forever, because he's the sweetest bean ever, and I love him so much. And now I'm gonna look at artwork of them online, because why wouldn't I? Oh my gosh. And if you read this book, let me know how you felt about it, what you rated it, good or bad. I want to know what you think. If you cried, or if you just like got a little bit emotional, I want to know. Like, it just hurts, you know? It hurts. I feel like I'm just numb right now, honestly. Anyway, thank you for being a part of this with me. I finally finished it. It is halfway through March, and I'm finally done this. I started this over a month ago, like I think a month and a half ago, and I've just been putting it off because I've just been so scared. And I finally finished it, and yeah, that's a journey. That was a roller coaster. I'm gonna stop now and probably sit here and just contemplate everything. So like I said, sorry about the lighting and the ending. I don't really want to risk, you know, getting sick, and I would have to probably like push this back for days even more than I already have. So I'm going to hopefully just get this up soon, and I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, not like the most over the top reactions, but I still hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a great day. I hope you're reading some really good books right now, because I mean, I just did, so you know. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye, everyone.